I can't believe you'd say that, Charles. That's fucked up.
With all that's going on in the world, really.
Like, that's insensitive as shit. Don't say that on the show.
I'm just trying to be honest here.
Outrageous.
And we're live.
Yeah. I'm not really sorry, though.
Yeah, I didn't think you would.
I'm not sorry.
TEE. Yeah.
I'm sorry, and I'll do it again.
TEE TV. I hate you. Seriously, though.
Me?
I hate everything about you. All right.
What did I do?
Charles, you kill me.
With me today is, of course, Derp J. Rogers.
Wait! Didn't Dingling forget to play his song? Isn't there an opening song and then you do this?
We don't have that feature anymore because we are now on the free version of StreamYards.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that I fucking stopped paying that because I don't like it. My bad. Never mind. My fault.
Yeah.
My fault.
Too much money. It's ridiculous.
Like literally my fault.
Yeah. And then, of course, the guy who just interrupted my intro is Penis Mikhail.
That's me. I'm driving 130 kilometers.
Yes, all right. Say hello, guys.
Hello. And
Hello,
are you
guys.
forgetting something? Somebody?
Yeah, like, did Stone not get it? No, I yammered over Stone.
Why did I was gonna do the intro and then I was gonna say what we're doing today. On this episode of TEE TV, we are going to be
I got an opening intro.
The final season of the critically acclaimed Netflix show You. I have to say it like
Very
that,
good.
otherwise we're going to
Very
go down
good show.
a rabbit hole.
Very good show. Very good.
Jokes.
You is a great show. Everybody loves it. Universally
Everybody's
hailed.
saying, beautiful show.
Great show. I'm a big fan.
Okay, so who wants to get started? Because I don't want to be the one to start because I'm just going to start ripping off this show.
Seems we already have.
Yeah.
Maybe you should start.
There's the rabbit hole.
If I get pulled over because I'm being animated, I'm just going to tell the cops I'm not in a call. I'm just gay.
You're a Batman. Yeah.
I'm just primping. I'm
Sorry,
primping.
officer. I'm just a saucy boy.
Yes, I'm sassy. I'm just practicing being sassy.
All right. Well, look, I gave it my best shot. I did. I gave it my best shot, kind of.
Did you?
Yeah, that's why I added the kind of in there. It's just,
I feel like kind of even too generous.
the allegedly critically acclaimed show, Netflix show You. I will never for the life of me understand why this show is so critically acclaimed. Because it is, without a doubt in my mind, one of the worst shows on Netflix.
I mean, it was critically acclaimed. I feel like 3 onwards are a bit more mixed. I could be wrong about that.
Whoa! Oh, I gotcha.
Whoa. Please, it was not worse than the what was the name of that? What was the name of that show? The Brittle Bones. I forget the name of it.
Shadow and Bone.
Yeah. Yeah. That.
The Brittle Bones. Close enough.
It was ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah, look, I watched both seasons of Shadow and Bone, and both seasons were crap.
The only season, but you can't. But see, that's what I'm saying. That there's no way you say that You is worse than that.
Yeah. Actually, I'd say it was.
Please.
Leave Charles alone. He's not that bad.
Even though Shadow and Bone was crap, it had some entertainment value.
No, only the crows, and that was it. That was the only saving grace for Shadow and Bone, the Crows. That's it.
What was Moira Creek in that or something?
I'm sorry?
You know that famous character, Moira Creek?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Stone should have got it. He should have got it. The Crows, Moira Creek. There's 3 fucking triggers right there.
Bro.
It's a very, very. It's an intentionally bad, but overly. I overshot the badness on that one. It's a very shitty Schitt's Creek joke. It's a shitty joke.
Yeah.
More
A shitsy.
Because God, I wouldn't have got reference from the Crow. He's talking about the show Schitt's Creek that had
Eugene Levy.
I forget what her actual Maureen
Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara, I'm sorry. That's Moira.
Yes, sir. As Moira shit.
What'd she shit on?
Bird.
No, her name was Moira Rose. It's the Rose family.
That's right. That's right. Why was the Schitt's Creek was the town? That's right.
Yeah, it's the doofy. He bought a town, and that's the doofy name they decided. No, that's the name that they actually just fucking had. It was somehow organic. I mean,
it was bought as a joke for his son. He bought it as a joke. Yeah,
until that was all they had, and they named themselves that. So, yeah. Jesus, ridiculous.
My God, I'm almost in New Jersey.
Whoa.
But it was, I mean, but you, like I said, but that used to be what good sitcoms and shows were made of. Like a situation comedy. You basically create some kind of situation, some weird situation that everybody centers around, and that's the thing you work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's classic comedy. At least the way I looked at it anyway.
A very creative way to get past the censors too, because that was like NBC or something, wasn't it?
No, it was CBC. It was a Canadian product, and it never hit the networks. At best, for a while, it was on some channel called like Pop TV or some shit, I think. But when I first started watching it, they were playing it on the actual TV Guide channel. Like where the channel scrolls and tells you what's on, where you sit there. Well, not anymore, but it used to be a thing. I don't know if it's a thing. But it used to be a thing where it's.
Yeah, it depends on what you have. I mean, it was either on Pop or Freeform for me.
So Pop was real. Okay, I wasn't sure if I made that up.
Oh no, you didn't. You absolutely didn't. Like I say, either that one or Freeform. So yeah, definitely one that still holds up as a classic for me. Definitely still love that fucking show. And really, like, just kind of regaling my daughter on some classics again. Like Mad TV, I'm just, when I think, like,
hated it.
Hell no. Better than Saturday Night Live. It's funny. It's weird.
No.
Please, my daughter sat here and watched the ladies of Saturday Night Live, and she was not impressed.
Because those aren't real Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live ended after whatever cast fucking Adam Sandler was on. Like, when Polar...
David Spade and fucking Farley was still there.
All of that shit. That was all still like an extension of the original Not Ready for Primetime Players. And then fucking shit changed. Exit 66 to Mawa. I'm in New Jersey. Yay!
When did this become a gravel show?
I'm getting off an exit at 100 kilometers. Yay!
In my section of the fandom, rolls our eyes.
What are eyes?
Hmm?
You have water in your eyes? What,
my
motherfucker?
section of the fandom rolls their eyes.
Okay.
Oh, your section
fine.
of the fandom rolls their eyes. Okay.
I don't know. I think this was some kind of like a sexual innuendo, but I'm going to ignore it.
Weirdos.
Yeah.
You basically like think it's like you found the lost sea scrolls entering New Jersey.
Yeah, it's my homeland, man.
Well, it is a third world tattered country.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm sorry.
I feel alive and whole every time I return to New Jersey. It just makes me feel good.
You feel a hole.
I will say Atlantic City. I mean, Atlantic City. It does take away from the fear when you get to Atlantic City.
What's the fear?
You do end up getting a hole somewhere when you go to Atlantic City.
Oh, I'll give you a hole. Wait a minute. No, that means I'm the one getting fucked.
What's the fear?
That's not what I meant.
Underworld heights. The fear underworld.
Guys, is my window bothering you right now? Can you hear it loud? Okay, great.
I mean, Guidos. I mean, what you mean? There's a lot of fear to be had there.
Fuck you. Guidos are like the perfect people. They transcend nationality and race. A Guido could be anybody. They're mostly Arabs now, but whatever.
Wait, Arabs fit into that category too?
So what do you mean? A honey brown guy with spiky hair, fist pumping now?
Yeah. What the fuck? What have you not seen an Arab in 2025? Or a Middle Easterner? I don't know what the proper terminology is.
I've not seen a Middle Eastern bro. I definitely have not.
Are you kidding me? You don't have fucking bodegas around you run by Middle Easterners that fucking... No, I think Arab's the right term. People from like Iraq and shit.
They don't seem broed out to me.
They got fucking Pauly D haircuts, every last one of them. You're going to see it now everywhere you go. Look at every one of these motherfuckers. They got Pauly D blowouts.
I'm going to be looking. I'm going to be looking now for sure.
You'll see it. You'll see it.
Like I said, I mean, I'm just not seeing a bunch of honey brown guys with, with spiky over, over product hair, fist pumping and doing laundry while flexing.
You better start looking, okay? Because it's t-shirt time in fucking in the motherland.
Say what? The motherland? Now, are you talking about Africa or Russia?
I'm talking out of my ass up.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Russia, they call themselves the fatherland because, women, fuck that, No,
isn't the fatherland Germany?
Oh,
yeah,
is it?
Germany, they call it the fatherland, or they used to.
Because they're like women, fuck that. Okay, I got it.
I think they were saying fuck someone else. There was that whole... I think there was like a small squabble over it in like the 30s.
No, I mean, it wasn't a certain section. See, we had in our history. It wasn't a certain section. IBM was like, hey, why fuck a small... Why say fuck you to a small section when you can categorize and fuck them all? So,
that old gag.
Like we'll send you the charts. We'll send you the charts in the things in the spreadsheets. You can keep it up. Yeah, go ahead.
I think, and there was also there was also somebody that got mad because somebody didn't like his artwork.
Yeah. Can't remember his name. It's kind of forgettable, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, you can't be going around doing big dick, blonde hair, blue eyed, 6'5" tall, naked guys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you just can't do that, Adolf.
We weren't gonna say his name.
I'm just saying. I mean, look. I went the other way. I was having conversations. Funny, I was having conversations with that. Like, do evil guys own certain names? Like I guarantee you, there are guys in Italy You know what I'm saying? There are guys. No, excuse me. There are guys in Russia who are named Joseph. I'm pretty fucking sure.
Oh, I wouldn't. Well,
Oh,
they
yeah.
wouldn't. They wouldn't pronounce it Joseph. They'd probably pronounce it Yosef.
I mean, but what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? Stalin didn't own that. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of guys named Benito. You know what I'm saying? Still named Benito well after that. Guys don't
And there's
evil
people who
guys don't
still
own
held on to
a
the
name.
swastika. They're like, fuck you, you ain't taking that from us.
I mean, because look, do you think that people just widespread just ban the name, naming their kids Saddam? Do you think so?
No, probably not.
No.
You know, I've never met one.
You've never met a Saddam? So have you ever met a Benito?
Yes.
I've never met a Benito.
Yes, I have.
I never met a Joseph with an F.
The Benito I knew told me, and he was like, we were like 12. Maybe I was like 13. He was like a year younger. And he said, he told
You
me
show me
a few
yours.
years. No. That's like when I first met him. He was like a neighborhood kid. Then a couple years later, he tells me back then, when we were that age, he was terrified of me. And he goes, but you know, fear is the highest form of respect. Because like I was insulted. I'm like, what the fuck are you terrified of me for? And he goes, but don't be insulted. Fear is the highest form of respect. He ended up becoming a cop. So it's funny, you say Benito, and he ended up becoming an authority.
Oh yeah, and he probably you never been like, God damn it, you're really a Mussolini, ain't you? Did he end up becoming a Mussolini?
Sounds like
But
a dessert.
speaking of Saddams, I've met more Mohammeds. I met no Saddams, but I've met more Mohammeds than Johns.
I have to imagine it's still the most common name in the world, right? Has been for like 20 years now.
Let me see what other evil people. I mean, no one's good. There are gonna be people who are named Jeffrey.
Yeah, giraffes and stuff like that.
Charlie.
Like
There's gonna be people named Charlie.
long
Giraffes
necked
are the
weirdos.
worst.
Charlie.
Yeah, those people are the worst. I hate giraffes.
Yeah, giraffes
Walk
suck.
around.
Charlies are terrible. And what else we got?
Teds. They're gonna be named. There's people named
Yep,
Ted.
these are all horrible names. You're right. All these names you've named are horrible, terrible names for horrible, terrible people. In all variations of those names.
We can't stop it, man. Those evil guys don't own the name. That's just the rip-off. They don't.
It's probably not true, but I heard once that it's actually illegal, at least in the US, to call your kid Adolf. I don't know if that's true or not, but I have heard that several times over the years.
I don't think it's true.
But that's what made me like Nope even more, is that he actually confronted that in the movie about ownership of names. You know what I'm saying? Like if a guy's father, the name happens to begin with an O, and he doesn't name his son a second, he names him Junior, and he decides that he's okay with OJ. I mean,
That's a fucking stretch. That's insane. Nobody calls Junior J. It'd be O Junior.
Come on. How many, you know what I'm saying? How many dudes allow themselves to be called BJ?
Brian Johnson of the Tell 'em Steve Dave podcast.
Okay, that's one way to go about that. I'm just saying, like one of the more famous stereotypical characters of all time, James Evans Jr., aka Kid Dynamite, aka JJ.
Where were we going with this? I forget.
Just name.
I don't know.
Just name. I just felt like, again,
I lost track.
I really compliment Jordan Peele on confronting the whole thing of name ownership with people that people feel like are evil or weird or whatever, and just the fact that a black man can't happen to be named OJ without eliciting some sort of like, you know, weird look about it.
OJ's not even like Orenthal Jr. It's Orenthal James or whatever his name first. I don't know what the Orenthal. I don't know what his name is or arithmetic Jones.
Yeah, I think you're right. Fairly sure that's it. Do you think there's anyone going around with that name?
Orenthal. I don't think there was before, and there won't be after.
Yeah, definitely
Right?
not.
I've never heard it like outside of him.
Yeah. I think it might have. I think it might have really went out of fashion right
Do
around.
you think they just like
Civil Rights
misspelled the
time.
birth certificate and had to go with it? It was meant, I don't know what it was meant to be, but just like, where'd you pull that one from?
Buttocks.
I just really don't know.
It sounds like it's just like, I don't want to give him a normal name. So do we just make one up? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I guess so.
Urinal. Yeah, I can't do that.
I mean, it really just coming around to him being the juice anyway. It just Orenthal, Julius. You know what I'm saying? It just really just kind of evolved around him being the juice.
I'm gonna sleep now.
His name was destined to be. But I mean, like I said, I'm just saying. I just don't think evil guys have ownership of a name. Is all I'm saying. Even, I mean, you know, like I said, I just don't think that you name your kid Jeffrey. You know what I'm saying? He might be eating, you know what I'm saying, gay boys.
He might become a giraffe.
Or
he might run around giving kids toys with a long neck.
Which is more egregious?
Much more.
No, I was saying which as a question, but okay, I guess we have the answer.
That's your answer.
Guy over here, I swear, this guy.
Oh, guys. Oh, no, I won't. I'm getting off an exit like literally a minute before. Damian, you'd have loved it. Isa was about to. Oh, okay, you can go forward, fucklick. People fucking don't know how to drive, you dumb clowns. Get in, you stupid slut. I give you the hole. Get in the hole, you dumb slut. There we go. What were we talking about? Oh, Bada Bings. Bada Bings is one exit further than where I'm actually turning off in a moment.
It's not called that, right? Or did they rename it after the fact?
No. It always was and shall be Satin Dolls.
That's crazy, like, to not rename it. Unless it's like you would have had to pay HBO, maybe.
Yeah, it might be that. You know what? There. You might want to Google that and fucking fact check me, because now I'm thinking they actually may have finally changed the name to Bada Bings because it's been so long. Like I think it's like a recent thing in the last couple of years. They have Bada Binged it, I think. Maybe. I know they got like home of Bada Bings or fucking like they advertise that they are Bada Bings on their signage.
Because how do you not? Like, that's just, you know.
But I think it's just ego, because Satin Dolls was an institution in this area prior. So it's not like they're only famous because of Sopranos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's still called Satin Dolls, it seems like.
Great. Now you doxed me. Now everyone knows exactly where I am. This is just great.
What, you mean the 6 times you did it previously didn't catch on?
No, they're stupid.
My bad.
They don't know nothing.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh boy, is right. I took 3 poops today in preparation for this trip, and I've got to poop again.
Just I don't know, pop it out the window.
I don't have to poop, but it's just a rainy day, and there's something comfortable about a rainy day and a good poop. A good poop on a rainy day.
Put you in a nice, relaxed mood.
I think so. And then like my bladder's got to make pee from the big coffee and then now I'm on TV with you idiots, so I can't fucking make pee in a cup. I wouldn't do that anyway. That'd be weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
No, I don't want to get pee on my seat.
Well, if you aim correctly, it'll be fine. Unless you got like a spastic dick. Just does what it wants.
Well, I could both. I can aim correctly and I have a spastic dick.
Every now and then it just kind of spasms and goes everywhere.
Yes. So
Yeah,
like I think I got 2 weeks ago, I think I shot 4 streams. Damian, 4 streams of urine. 4 streams at once.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, it wasn't nice. I didn't like it the most.
I've done 2 because you got like you got a hair in the way or something, but 4 is just, that's monstrous.
Dead air.
Yeah.
Dead air.
Yeah, it was monstrous. I'm trying to shut up.
So, Charles.
Yes.
Why did you suggest the show You? What is it about the show you like so much?
Oh my
Charles,
God! I am not the one that suggested it, you bastard. Oh my God.
Charles, what's wrong with you? Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
I can't go this way. Ah, fuck balls. Shit, cock and tits.
Look, I mean,
Fucking
my
shit.
biggest issue with the critically acclaimed Netflix show You, which I think is complete bullshit, is I don't like the character Joe Goldberg. I don't like him.
Joe Goldberg.
I think he's an insufferable asshat, and it just, I think every time an attractive, like even a moderately attractive woman comes into the scene, he goes into like his mental space.
Does he go, I'm going to rape and kill her?
His internal voice basically goes, hello, you. And I'm like, not
Ew.
a fucking gimp. It's like, are you kidding me?
Ew.
He obsesses over every single attractive woman that walks in with the longest pairs of legs. It's like, are you kidding me?
The one in the final season, I like. There's been some hotties on that show, but that one I was like, yeah, really? Huh?
Bronte? Are you talking about Bronte, the woman?
Yeah,
hamburger.
Who like from certain angles has like the profile of the Joker from the comics. You know, like that real pointy kind of chin and shit.
I was wondering the same thing. Is it like when I saw her, I was like, oh, please tell me he's not going to obsess over this woman, because she is like average at best.
Like, no offense to the
I thought
actress,
you were going to say average AF.
Well, that
Yeah,
too.
she's average. Like she's kind of cute, but she's not like a bombshell compared to all the other women that Joe has gone after. So it's like, what's going on here? It's just, I don't,
guys.
Out of everybody that Joe has gone after on this show, from what I've seen from the recap that I watched, Joe is an insufferable asshat. And then even all the other characters that Joe interacts with, I don't like them either, because they are also insufferable bastards.
Hold on, in one more second, this will be a lie. I'm on my way to to where the Quick Stop is, the same exact town, and I'm 37 miles away from it right now.
Okay.
37? Come on, Damian.
In a row?
In a row. 37 miles in a row.
I was waiting for the lie. I'm sorry.
Get in the hole. I
trying.
presented it to you. Not you, the car. I hate when you spread open wide for these jerk offs and they don't enter. You give them
just
a big
tickle the
wide
rim.
space.
Yeah,
Tell them get in, get in, get in. They don't get in.
Oh, and then another thing about the critically acclaimed Netflix show You, the
Oh
actress
God.
Tati Gabriel is in the show.
Yeah, who just looks worse and worse every season.
Yeah, I don't like Tati Gabriel. I don't like her. I don't like her as a person. I don't like her as an actress.
Like she starts off, I
Wait,
think season 3, she looks kind of normal. She's got a normal haircut. Then the next time you see her, she's got like these frosted dreads. And then this season, she's just like completely bald with piercings all over her face and shit. Like,
Uh-huh.
what are you doing? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
because her bald head is her natural, like, hairstyle, if you want to call it that,
Ah,
because she prefers that hairstyle. She does. In almost every single show that she does or movie, that's her hairstyle.
yeah, I think she
Hell,
was bald. Yeah, she was definitely bald in The Last of Us.
yeah, and in the video game that she's doing for Naughty Dog, which is called Intergalactic, which is going to be coming out in the next few years, she's also bald in that.
Yeah, which it looks like an interesting game, but it's just like, really, that's the star of the game.
Yeah, it's just I don't like Tati Gabriel also because of her politics. I don't. Like I remember I told you this. It's just she was doing an interview where she basically said, and this is paraphrasing, where she has to, where we need to. She said that the
I
LGBT
thought you were going to
community.
say it was parachuting. Sorry, go on. I was just wanted to clarify.
She said that the LGBT community needs to force their presence on people, and that we need to be forced to accept them.
So
Yeah, I
she
do remember you
advocates
saying
gay
that.
rape.
Yeah, and it's just I do not like Tati Gabriel because of that. Ever since she did that interview, I have not liked her, and I don't. It just
She sounds like a real bitch.
she is.
It definitely seems that way.
Yeah.
When did it's just these people have no tact. Just like be political, but why do you have to be so blunt in the dumbest possible way?
Yeah.
There's a
Blunt
way of being
cunt.
political. Yeah,
The
dumb
first
blunt
time
cunt.
I became aware of Tati Gabriel as an actress was in the TV show The 100. She was in that show for like a few seasons, and she wasn't bad. Like she was pretty good in that show.
Is that the one where like 100 people just disappear or something like that?
No, no.
No, what show am I thinking of?
The 100 was a show where
Where a choo-choo
Earth,
train gets lost in the woods.
uh,
I love
Earth
that
gets
show.
ravaged by a nuclear like holocaust, and humanity has to survive in a space station in orbit. So, in order to, after like almost 100 years later, they send 100 prisoners down to Earth to check the viability of the environment. And when they
Oh,
go down
really?
there, they are fully expected to succumb to the radiation only to find out that it's habitable.
I
And
didn't know that's why they were there. I did see an episode. I think when you were watching it, you wasn't there like a Geeks of the Round or something on that, Charles?
briefly, yeah. And
Yeah.
they find out when they go down to the surface of Earth, they find out that it's livable, but they also find out that they're not alone. That there's people that have been living down there on the surface for this past like several decades. And there's like this whole back and forth for trying to fight for the right to live there. The people that have been living there for decades and the people that came there from the space station. And
Are the
there's like
people that
all
were
kinds
already
of
there like
crazy.
were they like fucked up at all, or
No, they're just dirty. They wore like rags and like dark like torn clothing, and they were covered in like dirt and all that.
okay?
Yeah. They called them the grounders. The 100 people that came from the space station called the people that have been living on Earth this whole time. They called them grounders. Yeah. But I thought it was a good show, but I did not
Intriguing
like
concept.
how the show ended though. I didn't like how it
Was
ended.
it like a rushed, we're gonna get canceled kind of ending, or?
I thought the ending didn't feel rushed. It felt lazy. It felt like it was like it felt like it didn't know how they were going to end it, so they just sort of ham-fisted an ending together, and they said, okay, this is how it ends, and it just felt lazy.
It's purgatory. Ta-da!
Yeah. Basically, they created some non-corporeal aliens, and they put humanity through a test to prove if they were worthy of ascending to live with the non-corporeal aliens.
And that's what the whole thing was.
It's a little more complicated than that. A little more complicated. There was a lot that
They
led
also
up.
had top hats.
There was a lot that led up to that. But when they got to that point, it felt lazy.
How many seasons were there?
I believe there was like 7, maybe 8.
Okay, so you went through and this is like, I'm guessing, 20-something episode seasons.
I don't remember. It's been
Either,
years since
either
the
way,
show ended.
even if it was only 10 episodes, that's still a lot to go through to get to, just, really? This is what I'm left with?
Yeah.
This garbage?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I may go back and watch. I mean, hell, we could even add the 100 to a discussion for this show, and I could go back and watch it because I would love to watch it again. Because everything in the seasons prior to the final season was very good, but it was just the final season was a little weird.
And speaking of, let me see. Well, are we about ready, or do we want to still talk some small talk shenanigans?
Well, we dipped the toe into the waters of you.
He dipped a toe in you. Hey, did anybody really, really like the show and find something about it like incredibly shocking and astounding?
That I could be pulled into a man who
So
was
that-
clearly.
I thought it was shocking that Joe was able
Because
to
I
have
was
a
just
kid.
saying, if somebody did feel that way about it, you could say, "You's really blown my mind."
I thought it was shocking that Joe was able to
Long
have
way
a
to go.
kid.
Jesus. Oh, first head poem. Mm-hmm.
They had a kid, gave up the kid, then magically got the kid back because money.
I mean,
There's a lot of things they sort of hand waved away just because money.
they didn't just give the kids up randomly. They gave it up to the Golden Gaze. You know the gaze. You know the gaze on you. Yes, I'm sorry. On you, the gaze are always golden. When have you ever encountered in any season? When have you ever encountered a bad gay on the show?
No.
And there's been plenty, and there've been plenty to go around, and you have not encountered a bad one because they were all golden on this show. Trust. I'm not trying to be like malicious or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, and but the thing is also like I said, I'm coining a new phrase. I don't know if it came before me, but I know I'm the one who's saying it mostly now. A gender-based racism. I say this because when it came to my community and gay black men in our community, they didn't feel like they were represented. They were being represented by straight black men being shown and displayed in content and everything like that. Okay, fair. So You know what I'm saying? But it almost seems like we're supposed to be satisfied that this is our representation. Like the vice versa is being done, and somehow if we speak up and say, well, that doesn't represent who I am, then this is whole conversation: are gay men not men? Yes, they are men, but they were still men when they didn't feel like that straight men represented them when they were being shown on TV and in movies. Because there's certain nuances and things that make them still men, but make them unique as men. So, I just feel like just constantly doing that. And even like the one token that they gave was the one chubby guy, I believe, in the first season. That was, I mean, oh my God, you could almost say he was an incel.
Oh, the guy like he worked at the bookstore with.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's on Severance now.
Oh yeah, that's him. Yeah, yeah.
Zach,
you could say he.
Zach,
you could say he was an incel.
Yeah.
Like he ended up having to hook up with like possibly the weirdest girl. You know what I'm saying? Ever. Like, I'm just saying. Then after that, it was just a bunch of, like I said, it was just a bunch of golden gays out there. Of course they were going to take the baby. Of course they were going to give him back when everything, you know what I'm saying, worked out somewhat. But I don't know, man. What else can I say about this show? Well, about the season that I had an issue with?
Oh, I'm back.
Okay, cool. Do you really feel
Sorry,
like
I was going to make a fat joke about the guy from Severance, but I didn't know I was here. Thanks, Damian.
You're welcome.
And do you really feel like they delved deep enough into Joe's, you know what I'm saying, history a little bit? Do you think they gave us enough of his origin story to really know? Because I still don't feel like, while they could say he was held in that clear room for a while by Mooney, I mean, what in the hell was going on though? You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean exactly? Like
what was he doing to Joe? You know what I'm saying, when he held him in that clear room?
Okay. Like was there like emotional torture? Like was he standing outside taunting him, or was it just literally put him in there and just left him alone?
I want to know the process of what he did that was either terrible. I just want to know what he did. I mean, because obviously he ended up having Stockholm to the point where he ended up adopting the clear room for his own purposes. So I'm just wondering, like, what the hell happened? And I certainly know that, what I'm saying, I certainly feel like,
I have $2.20 here. Or do you want to take a change on a $20 bill?
No fucking way.
Gotcha.
Dude, there's a fucking mute.
There you go. Yes, I do. Actually, that was a good idea. I mean, have a great one.
Just another example about professionalism here, folks.
We are definitely professional, everybody.
Yep,
super
for sure.
Professional.
Kiss me on the penis.
I am aghast, Jim. I'm aghast at you, Jim.
What did I did?
You didn't mute.
Like I said, this is not a travel show. We did not want to hear you giving toll.
Yeah, well, I don't have enough arms to do all that. I fucking count and change over here. It's a $2.30 for a toll that used to be a quarter. I'm counting up change in my cup holder, and I have $2.20. $2.20.
I remember tolls to New Jersey were a nickel.
I remember when they were 1 penny. I remember when all you had to do was give a hand job to the booth attendant.
I
think you still do that.
Made me feel real special.
He's gonna try to be on vacation for Tuesdays, I guess.
Okay, but what are your thoughts on that, though? I mean, do you really think? I do understand. I think I feel like I don't know if you agree, but I do feel like the foundation of a part of why he does what he does is I feel like it's almost like an Ed Kemper situation where he felt like maybe he should have killed his mom for like abandoning him like that, making him feel like she loved him like that, and then abandoning him. And then that's why I felt like whenever a female like sort of like in his own mind rejects his love, he feels like, you know what I'm saying, he does what he should have did to his mom. What do you think about that?
There's got to be some element of that for sure. No, you can't leave me. I love you.
Well, yeah, you can say like that. I mean, or how would you feel? Like, see, that's the thing. Let me put you in a position. How would you feel? You killed someone for your mother. She has you put in some sort of like group home type shit. You get out, you think you're gonna see her, and then she's like, and then you see her with another little kid, and she's feeding them the same garbage. I mean, where would you feel? I mean, what emotions would you be feeling at that point?
Definitely a certain amount of rage, but rage.
How would that make you feel?
I don't know. It'd be quite a few things hitting at once. That's for sure.
And see, and that's what I'm thinking. But at that point, he was too young, or let's just say he didn't have. Well, we could also say he just didn't have a gun to exact this immediate revenge. And then I think, he made some decisions. The combination of the
he was what? He was like mid-teens or something when I think that happened.
What? No, his mother.
When he saw her again, wasn't he like?
No, I would probably have said 11 or 12.
Okay, he was that young. It's been a while
since I first saw you. Ha!
This guy gets it.
Well,
yeah, I don't think. At that age, I wouldn't have been able to process in any kind of way that made any sense to me at the time. Like, yeah, you'd be getting hit with a shit ton of emotions, but it's like,
and while I don't think that was enough to send him over the top like that, but I think the Mooney shit, I think that just kind of, I think that was the last piece of the puzzle to be missing, more like than put together. But he really didn't delve into that much. I don't know. What are we supposed to think? I mean, and then I'm
trying to remember. Did it turn out? Remember how there was supposedly that girlfriend before Beck that he killed, but he didn't kill her, I think, from memory.
Well, not for lack of trying. No, not for lack of trying. Not for a lack of trying. But I'm
just thinking before he killed Beck, he had a severe head injury that I think definitely. I don't think that wasn't nothing. I think that sort of shifted some. That sort of knocked some things a bit loose.
Really?
Remember, he was like driving to that country house, had that car accident. His head was all fucked up.
But you think, see, he was.
I feel like he got worse after that.
I just think he got sloppy after that. You know what I'm saying? For a little bit, but I
mean, they left it. He pissed in a jar and just left it there. I thought for sure that was going to come back in some way, but it never did.
See, and that's what started to get me sort of like a little more locked in. It was always feeling like he got out of things, and just for it to kind of end in this rather, I don't know, man. It was just like
apparently, you guys have some comments. I was just informed of them. I can't see them. I don't know what they are, who they're from. I was just informed that you guys have a bunch of comments you need to get to.
Hold on, go zoom my screen out.
I'm just saying. Be
Yeah,
more
I know you-
professional.
Yeah, okay. This guy, man, please. If you want to do
I'm
that,
hearing the viewers are being neglected. The viewers are being neglected.
God,
Okay, we got some very important stuff right here.
Tell me how important.
Whedon photo is gay. Let's see.
He's like such a pet for you.
It makes you feel gay. Okay, that's another home run.
It makes you feel gay. You know, like Frankie McDonald. It makes me feel great. It makes you feel gay.
His mama made Joey a killer lack of love from mommy boo-hoo, boo fucking who.
Like I said, but
I agree with that.
Like I did say, that alone wouldn't put somebody over the edge. But I mean, being under Mooney's control in that clear room for however long he was under that could definitely, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
This whole mother stuff, they always go to it with the killers, and it never really holds water. Like especially Dexter. Oh, I had blood on me. My mommy's blood was on me. Moo moo. Now I'm an evil killer.
I watched her get chopped up with a chainsaw. It's like, get over it, bitch.
I'm dark now.
Dexter was
I'm
mommy
very
issues?
dark now.
Dexter was mommy issues.
Yeah, Dexter born in a pool of his mother's blood while she was chopped up with a chainsaw.
Right in front of him.
Now the chainsaw, the chainsaw. I get it if they said he was traumatized, but and it sounds to me like what you is doing is a little bit better. You is doing a little better with this one, with the mommy issues, because at least he was put in a box. Is that what you're telling me?
No, okay. Sequence of events. First, his mom manipulated him into killing, I believe, his father. You know what I'm saying? Then put him in a facility, and then just kind of abandoned him and moved on with his life, having not a whole lot of places to go.
I think it was a stepdad or a boyfriend. I feel like the father just fucked off like real early.
Okay.
I'm fairly sure.
Okay.
Here you go, guys. Here's some view of nice New Jersey for you.
Who asked for that?
I don't know. The internet, the entire internet.
A nice gloomy day. The sights of New Jersey.
Even on a sunny day, it would still be gloomy. And I'm sorry, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. In Jersey. But I really probably need to run and get my charger. But I'm just gonna say that I can, like I said, the series of events, like I said, having nowhere to go. Somehow he got connected to this bookstore owner Mooney, who ended up, I guess, at certain points in times locking him in that clear room that he ended up owning himself.
Oh.
Well, apparently somebody wants to know my thoughts on you.
Yeah, based on liner notes.
On which one of us? Which one of us do they want to know about your thoughts on?
No. Lou the Monster wants to know my thoughts.
Oh, like just general thoughts. Got it.
Yeah. But my thoughts are the show sucks.
So then just say it. Then just tell Lou the Monster, I don't like you.
Hilarious, Jim.
I cracked me
Well,
up.
I was going to say to Stone, but I didn't think he'd appreciate it. I was going to just say, come on, just admit it, Stone. Just tell us all, I love you. You could tell me, Stone. You can say it to me. Just say it. Say I love you.
Yeah, but see, even he's going down the rabbit hole.
I don't like
He's
you,
like-
Ethio Whedon. Who's Ethio Whedon?
Oh, what did he say? What did he say? And who is F.E.R. Weed?
He said, "I don't like you, Ethier." It's like, oh God, English. Do you speak it? Oh man. And of course, he says, "Nope." But no, it's just, I mean, Lou, I pulled an Isaiah. I didn't read a wiki or anything like that. I watched recap videos of you because I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I just like I tried so hard to watch you, and I couldn't do it.
I'm glad I didn't miss the coping.
I couldn't do it.
You hear the struggle in his voice, the anger.
I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't.
It hurt my very soul.
The allegedly critically acclaimed show You on Netflix sucks. It is such a terrible show. Oh. So I had to watch recaps so I could at least tolerate it. And oh my God, I'm done. It's just I wash my hands.
Charles, you tried so hard, you got so far, but in the end, you didn't really matter.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm totally giving you a thumbs up right now, or I'm lifting a certain finger or some kind of finger.
Hey, that's not a finger. I play that game with my lady.
Not a finger. My special callback to A Christmas Story.
All right. I was gonna say,
But,
who even knows?
Yeah.
Maybe
But I would say the weirdly non biracial looking brother just being, I mean, once again, another way that they kind of just sort of like had this black person sort of trying to jam themselves, into white society or whatever, and then resenting everyone for it. It's just another weird storyline to this that just keeps playing back on. They're making modern period pieces. It seemed like in certain ways, certain content is just modern period pieces. Like I don't want to keep hearing in every rich society show they want to try to make edgy. Like, oh, the rich mainstay had sex with one of the staff and bought a biracial son, or daughter. You know what I'm saying? Just like, oh my God, can we please not do this?
What was the last one? A slasher.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And not even the main weird guy, you know what I'm saying? But the beard weird guy. The weird beard guy.
The weird gay son who gets banged by painters or whatever the fuck.
Nope, I say the weird beard. The weird beard.
I thought you said penguins, banged by penguins.
He may have. It was a weird family. Who knows what they're up to? They have like I don't know, family Hunger Games every year or something like that.
No, well, I don't know. It wasn't. It wasn't quite to the death. Like he decided to
No,
push it this time.
but it was pretty much everything up until his fair game.
Like, yeah, what my man say? What my man say in The Princess Bride? To the pain. Okay,
You know,
that didn't land right.
Yep.
yeah, you tried. I
But
got the reference. It's fine.
but look, I'm gonna say, because I mean, it's hard on based on this season to sit here and try to go back and forth with Charles, especially with the limited ammo that he has on this.
Yes, I have limited ammo, and I'm also shooting blanks.
Liner notes. Well, look, man. Hey,
Charles is
hey,
Daryl.
how would he know?
Tasted it?
Oh.
Hmm.
This just tastes spoiled. Damn it.
Ooh, I would say low bar. I would say low bar on that one. Low bar.
I'm sorry I'm not making fucking highbrow Princess Bride references. I apologize.
Oh my god.
Fuck you.
I mean, you should have at least classed it up a little bit. Like, this jizz tastes tangy. I think it may have turned.
Yes.
You also could have said it while wearing a monocle.
I mean, okay. I'm just gonna say this. Are we aware? Now I understand we're doing this from StreamYard, but are we aware of the new regime, the new oppression that has been waged upon us as creators on YouTube? The buzzwords, the hot words, the bad words, the demonetization words.
No. What are they? List them and don't leave any out.
I don't know. It's got people not even willing to say ass on
Really?
videos anymore.
Wait.
What about tits or pussy or cock?
Huh?
Wait, who's not willing to say ass?
Just certain creators and whatnot. They're not even willing to say ass anymore on while they're doing videos. They're not willing to say shit anymore while doing videos because they don't know what'll get them demonetized.
As far as I know, you can swear. It just can't be within like the first minute of the video.
Which I heard they changed, but then I didn't really see anybody bitching about that, so I don't know if it actually was changed or if it's just one of those things that goes around like YouTube's doing this now, and they're not really.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm again. All I can say is that I've watched videos where people have been very, very cautious about about what they say. That's all I'm going to say.
Ugh.
Yeah, because they need that ad revenue.
I guess.
They gots to get paid.
Well, I mean, they're doing it for a career, so they got to get paid.
Yeah.
I would like
But
to get paid.
Still
stop
living
saying
by
ass, tits, and cock and cunt all the time. Then
Say what? We should
stop showing your wiener.
that's like 30% of the show. What are we gonna do? We have to fill that time. with
Or
something.
show maybe then 30% more wiener. Maybe that'll bring more money. Who knows?
So it's okay. I see. All or none.
You know what's yeah, of course, yeah. This is all funny. You know what I'm saying? Fun advice. You know, you're still retiring, right, sir?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Or so you saying, what am I doing here?
No. I'm like, yeah, he's like, yeah, torpedo the show. I'm retiring anyway. You know what I'm saying?
You're looking at me. You're looking. This is retirement. You're looking at me enjoying my retirement right now.
Oh God, domestic terrorizing our show. That's your retirement.
That's right. Hey,
being a Unabomber.
Internationally,
you started this.
So that's what he's doing with Social Security, being a Unabomber.
I don't even know what I'm being accused of in this moment.
I don't even know what's happening.
Me neither. All I know is in less than 20 minutes, I'll be at my destination.
Agent Stone is calling out a domestic terrorist on our show.
Well, I think you're wrong.
Unabomber 2.0. Right here.
I think.
Is that a gray hoodie I see? Is that a gray hoodie I see?
I just don't think this is true. I think you're making stuff up.
Did he actually have a gray hoodie?
See, he won't answer the question.
No, it's not a gray hoodie. It's a $100 gray windbreaker. Okay, it's a $100 windbreaker.
Where are the shades?
What shades? What are you trying to say about me? That I wear white aviators and $100 gray windbreakers like some kind of fucking weirdo? No. Well, like I have blue lenses or something. Like I'm that kind of weirdo.
Well, you know. I'm pretty sure if we asked about your manifestos, you'd have them.
Yes.
Can we see your manifesto? Which one?
Rule 1: thou must wear white shades with blue fucking glasses when driving a vehicle that's also white. I can't do it, you guys. I was gonna go my whole trip without stopping, but I really have to pee, and I'd rather pee here and get it over with than pee up fucking at my destination. Like when I get there, I just want to get there. I don't want to have to fucking be looking for where do I pee?
Just don't include us. You can go crazy.
Oh, I won't. Go to hell. You guys go crazy. I'll see you later. I'll be back or something. Goodbye.
Good. Jeez.
Have a good fish.
Shut up. Leave me alone.
Road trip penis. Road trip penis.
You do that with yours. I'm not gonna. I won't do that.
Penis on the road. That should be a new segment. Penis on the road. And no mute. Oh, no mute.
Nope. Yeah, it's the
So we're
dinging
just
stuff.
going to be staring at his car chair.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
I mean, surprisingly enough, I get along better with the chair.
Yeah. It seems like good people.
Jesus Christ. What are we doing
Well,
with
everybody,
our lives?
this is now a chair stream.
What are we doing with our lives? If we don't become G4 celebrities, I'm going to be so pissed.
I mean, this is how we get there.
Yep.
Look, I hope so, because I'm not going to
Pure
be happy.
content, like static shots of a chair and a bit of a steering wheel.
Look, if a bunch of bubble-headed females can go up into space, man, we can become G4 celebrities.
Actually, I briefly forgot about that. Fuck, that was dumb.
Wait, what happened?
When Katy Perry and blah 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 went to space. Quote
Wait,
unquote.
hold on a second. Katy Perry actually went to space.
Hey.
They got past the certain line, the certain technical line to be in,
like, yeah, the bare minimum sort of requirement.
You know, that
so
thing.
She went through all the necessary training that is required in order to go to space.
No. And whether they actually did it or not is debatable. I saw a video of them on the ground where, like, when the capsule got back to the ground, where they opened it from the inside, then quickly closed it because it was only supposed to open from the outside.
No. Well, in preparation, well, she said she read a book that she read it like she was so locked in that she ended up like dozing off while reading it, waking up saying Pythagorean. I'm not sure how that applied, but
Well, it's just like, I mean, they won't let you go up into space unless you are qualified through the rigorous training that they have to put you through.
or
it was a
or
Jeff
a Lex
Bezos thing.
or a Lex Luthor style. I was about to say a Lex Luthor style billionaire.
Yeah.
That's true.
What's
Yeah.
his thing called? Blue something blue.
Blue Origin.
Blue
Ah.
Origin. Yeah. Damn it! Wholesome content is ruined.
Yeah, but no, like there's like Elon Musk, there's Jeff Bezos.
No. Now, I have to say, given everything that we've experienced about Elon Musk lately, I will say that his SpaceX program is way more along the lines of what, and it's not so much that, I mean, they assist in space travel. They assist more in the suits, making them more manageable, more streamlined, more, more evolved suit than what they were used to, and everything like that.
Uh-huh.
So, they're really helping. They were really helping in, space, space exploration, as far as how you can maneuver around, within that a little bit more efficiently. Well, way more efficiently.
Mhm.
I changed my pants.
I was gonna say, talk about maneuvering.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't get caught. I'm glad you didn't get caught up with a bunch of guys saying I was just peeing.
No, but I did everything good except for not tuck and squash my dick and balls. That part I did not succeed at. But I got the pants off and on without anybody seeing my privates.
You'll see that's great, because that shows you folks that sometimes weird shit like what happens in There's Just Something About Mary doesn't always have to happen like that.
Oh God, fuck! I remember that.
One of the best horror scenes in a non-horror movie ever.
I mean,
Yeah.
now I'll probably say, daytime is definitely the best time to do something like this.
Yeah, I mean, I still question as to how the fuck did he do that?
What?
Oh my God.
How you
So
happened onto
uncomfortable.
Because like the zipper like went like over like around the.
Are you talking? Okay, you're talking about that part. No, I'm
Yeah.
talking about when he stopped. When he stopped off, when he picked up the hitchhiker and stopped off of the road to pee. And there was a bunch of gay guys getting it on. I was just being.
Listen, I'm afraid of that all the time, especially like it's happened where like now it's actually twice. The other guy I don't know was gay. There's a story there. He didn't proposition me, but I think he was trying to. But I told you guys that other story about I went and that fucking weird gay guy fucking just popped up. All I did was pull over for a second. And he popped out of the bushes and he tried to get in my car. He thought I was trying to do dick stuff.
Jesus.
I wasn't trying to do the dick stuff.
Not with him, anyway.
Yeah, he's singled you out now. You're the only thing anyone's seeing.
Yeah, I know, but not for long because I got to go to my map because I'm too close and I'm running out of time and I don't want to fuck anything up. So see you guys and I'll see you guys at 12:42. Be looking to let me in, Damian. Goodbye.
Bye.
Jerks.
You are
what a bunch of jerks.
Won't you let the car seat do the talking?
What an image to freeze on.
Wow.
Lord knows we could have a conversation.
Okay. Yes. Just leave him there like that. Anyways, where were we?
That'd been.
Were we anywhere?
real quick side note, that looks like what the new picture would have been like if Chris Farley could have did like a Black Sheep, you know what I'm saying? A Black Sheep, you know what I'm saying, sequel. You know what I'm saying, with his brother as governor. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you have a, you know what I'm saying, picture now with, you know what I'm saying, a new picture up there, you know what I'm saying, riffing out with more, you know what I'm saying, with a more gray beard, you know. Again, you know what I'm saying? I'm just sorry. I had to mention that guy. Like that guy always, man. But let me see. Now, what are the other issues that we have to deal with here? How can a guy like this stupidly, I mean, once he even discovered that this girl was like trying to scheme on him in the first place, how he still managed to get fucking pulled in?
I've been plotting for months with these other TikTok fucking dildos. They're like, we're gonna trap him. We're gonna get him. Yeah. And then, yeah, you find out, and it's like, oh, but maybe not though. But definitely no, but maybe not. You fucking idiot. You stupid idiot.
I mean, was that always the? I mean, I don't know.
I think that's one thing that annoyed me with this season is they pretty much just stripped away everything from the character to make him the dumbest, most hateable person possible to sort of get towards the ending they wanted.
I mean,
like instead of it sort of, being kind of natural like it was just like, no, he's just like, we're going to lower the intelligence slider. We're going to just,
Yeah, we tried because we stretched this. We tried to, like, they did their best to try to make old girl look, you know what I'm saying, look a little bit more like, you know what I'm saying, like Scully, but it just wasn't translating. Wasn't translating for me.
His wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. And
then she gets to skate, and that, I mean, it's...
Oh, man, the ending of her storyline, I was like, what? I literally, at the TV, I was like, what the fuck?
Like, I mean,
so
what is your take? So what is your takeaway? Because do you feel like that we ever really got like a real, like, okay, like this was the series of events that led to what they're talking about? Like, we kept hearing that she gave kids cancer to get this pipeline done. But do you ever feel like we got a, like, just that full on, okay, this is what happened, to unpack it? I just really feel like I was
really.
Yes, I really feel like I was on it. So not even the fact that, okay, she's not, even if you put aside the fact that she's not facing any sort of consequence for that, you know what I'm saying, and having him kill old boy to keep the situation, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, tightened up. And we still don't really get into like what exactly the series of events that led to that. I mean, it's a nice way to package it now. Yeah, she gave kids cancer to get the pipeline. But what was the series of events on that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, was it fracking? Was it chemicals in the water? I mean,
I feel like they did mention it in the previous season, but
you did?
I'm like, I want to say they did, but I have no idea. So there's a good chance they didn't.
I never got a sense of, this is what I did. This is how they came in contact with anything to get cancer. That would stick. I hadn't heard anything
that's what I was just thinking. I was like, yeah, I thought they did, but if they did, I feel like you'd have at least like it was something like this. But I'm coming up completely blank. Other than her just outright stating, this is what I did.
Like, it was almost, I'll put it to you like this. Now, if I'm gonna be a realist here, and not be on some manosphere or whatever people want to try to say, I'll say this. I would say at least, let me see. because Love came immediately after Beck. So
Yeah.
I would probably say after that point, because I don't think it was anything like that with Beck. But I mean, it seemed like after a while he couldn't stay faithful in the relationship that he thought that he wanted. That's another thing that I can't overlook.
Yeah, because it's not like he got bored. It was just
No, but see, it even happened before the problems happened.
it's almost like a preemptive thing, almost. Like he knew on some level shit wasn't going to work out, so he had to have the next one. He didn't want it to get to that point.
I don't know. It's like sometimes I wonder. Like I kind of felt like I understood what he might have saw in Love, but I'm not so sure what he saw in. Why am I forgetting her name? The black girl. I forget her name.
Marianne?
Yeah. What exactly did he see in her?
She liked books.
Okay.
And he's all like, real books, too. Because that's how the last one got him, too.
Yeah,
I like books. Do you like books? I've got a pussy. Do you like pussy? He's like, oh! Fucking came all over himself.
And what did you guys think about the consistent like highlighting of books as sort of like telling the status or sort of like a foreboding sort of where the situation is at that moment?
You mean like what specific books we used?
Yeah, like at one point it was Crime and Punishment. At one point it was Don Quixote. At one point it was, so on and so on and so forth. You would see certain books highlighted that were kind of, A Good Man in a Bad Time or some shit like that. I think another book that was highlighted.
Yeah, it was sort of like, I don't hate what you're doing, but stop it. I don't like that.
Oh, okay.
Just felt a little, I don't know. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. A little on the nose. No. Just, I don't know. I just didn't like it. I was like, it probably could be done all right. Like, it goes with the theme of things, books and all that, but it's never struck me in a way where I was like, oh, that's good.
Okay. What do you think about that sort of element, Charles? Like certain books being used to sort of highlight a certain status of a situation or a moment or whatever.
I'm not really. I mean, if that type of theme being used can be done well.
Yeah.
But I have to agree with Damian that in this particular context, I think it's a little too on the nose. Especially with where Joe was introduced originally. He was introduced in a freaking bookstore. So, yeah, too on the nose.
Because it's sort of like, you've seen countless times in movies and shows where there's a movie playing in the background on TV or something that'll kind of feed into a theme in the episode or something like that. Like
that type of theme where you have a book or something similar to that, like sort of like referencing something that's happening in the moment. That can be done in another way without using a book or something like that. And I think it could have been something like that being better served using something else instead of a book.
I don't even mind that it's books. I think it's more that it's pretty much like it's basically someone holding the book up to the screen, be like, huh?
Yeah, that too. So yeah, I think it's too on the nose.
right. Now, okay. I think that
Okay, give me a minute, guys. I got to step away for a bit.
okay.
Yeah.
I think a thing where they missed out, kind of disappointing, is that there didn't seem to be any importance put on justice for Jenna Ortega's character. Her sister?
Yeah, I was going to say that. Was that even
Killed by
brought
love?
up at all?
Nope. Killed by love because it was all about his crimes. It's not about their crimes. It's not about what
Yeah.
they see. It's not about all the women that he victimized did, because love will now be categorized as a victim too. You know, even though she did truly drug him and did put him into that situation. You know what I'm saying? But okay, you know, she did kill that girl's older sister. You know, not Joe. Like, where's her justice? You know, or will they just make it seem like, yeah, of course he killed all these people. He did all, excuse me, he did all this. So of course he killed her sister. Is that what they're gonna like? I don't think that's right.
No, and I do wonder how much would have actually stuck in his trial. Like, there's certain obvious things they can get him for. You know, he killed a cop, and there's like certain other things, but it feels like that he just got everything thrown at him, and somehow it all just worked. They got him for everything.
I mean, phew. I mean, everything was kind of. I mean, how can I put it? It was a lot of plate spinning. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
We'll just say that it was a lot of plate spinning between New York and LA, and then England. Oh my God! I swear to God, bro, that rallying cry. All I can think about when I think about England sometimes is I think about Martin Lawrence's movie Black Knight,
Yeah.
where they're trying to rally the people to sort of, like, you know, say help the queen get back her kingdom, and she's trying to rally them, and she goes into that. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. Every time I think about that shit, I'm like, my goodness. I'm like, that is the worst rallying cry I ever heard in my goddamn life. Like, Jesus, it looked like a bunch of people who are dying saying that one last time before they go. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, just, you know, this is just one of those side roads we go down while still heading down the typical pathway here of the critically acclaimed Netflix show You. All right. Like, man, it would be so weird being a radio host and have to do that. You know, we're right back talking about the critically acclaimed Netflix show You. Now I'm here with Damian. Damian, how you doing today? Are you enjoying that coffee? I gotta get it real close because, you know, you're talking like that. You know, you gotta make sure you know, how you doing today, Damian? You enjoying that coffee? All right, tough morning. You have trouble getting here? You know, we're doing that shit.
Yeah, the traffic wasn't the greatest. Wasn't the greatest, Jim. It was it's been a rough morning.
Oh well,
Well, that's great. Here's another commercial break.
Well, you know, you'll be glad to know there's some great sunny days out there. So, you know, at least you won't be dealing with a lot of, you know, fog or, you know what I'm saying, or rain cover. You know, it's pretty sunny out there and not too hot. You know, you can kind of just sit back top down if you got one. You know,
Come rain or shine, like I always say, just gotta keep on trucking.
After about a month or two of that would kill me, bro.
Yeah.
That would kill me after about a month or two of that. I mean, if I had to make money for a while, but yeah, oh God, that would kill me for a little bit.
Just that false everything.
I just have to tell you that a piece of me would die every single time I went on and did this exact kind of thing right here. Or if they put me on late at night and I'm doing that Quiet Storm shit, because now I gotta act like I'm super sexual and romantic And it's all about that shit, baby. Because you know that, what the fuck? It would kill me, bro. It would kill me. My goodness.
All the ladies out there, we've got some Foreigner coming up and a little bit of Journey.
Oh, yeah, that would. Yeah, I would definitely have to do radio because they would never believe that I was hosting a show that was playing Foreigner or Journey. Are you kidding me? Like, you got that guy on the wrong station. He should be playing Limp Bizkit or something. What the fuck?
Yeah, what's going on?
You like rock so much? Oh, Jesus, bro. That was. But just trying to lightly tap around the show. But I mean, you know. One second. Sorry.
All right. Now it's me. Just me. Talking to myself. Looking at myself. Looking at Stone. Looking at Charles, but he ain't there.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
walking
here.
dogging.
I just came
here's-
back. Yeah.
Welcome back.
Just
It
had
might
to
sound- it might
just had
sound-
to check on some things.
Yeah, that's right. You got to make sure that you know what's trying to haggle down that dollar. You know what I'm saying? Ashtray.
Well, it's that, and also I got some food. So
Don't you be talking about my
Riddles?
mama's share.
yeah, don't worry. I'm not going to. I'm first off. I'm off camera, so no one's going to actually see me eat while I'm on camera. So
Will we get to hear you make a sale?
hear me make a sale, huh? No, you're not. But I have actually not had the chance to do any haggling because I am not selling the items to make a profit. I am selling the items to get rid of them. So the items are actually priced fairly low.
That's right, folks. Don't be a brokey. They're priced. These items are priced to move. Do not be a brokey.
Yeah.
Right on up.
I have the items like priced as low as like $1 and priced as high as like $5.
Hey, don't you be talking about my mama chair.
Okay, I have no idea what you're saying.
I'm just saying. You know, it's a little reference to Little Giants anyway.
Oh, Little Giant. I have seen that movie. I haven't seen it in like probably like 25 years, but
Yeah, probably about
no,
the same.
more than
Maybe
that.
more.
Probably closer to like 30 years.
But it's just putting it into yard sale fashion. Because the little kid was
Yeah.
like, don't you be talking about my mama.
Ah, right. Yeah. I need to go back and watch Little Giants again because I loved that movie when I was a kid, and I don't even like football.
Yeah, there's a few movies like that when I was a kid, where it's like, yeah, I have no interest in this typically in real life, but the movie about it, sure.
I mean, my like sports movie that I liked when I was a kid was actually The Mighty Ducks.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I loved The Mighty Ducks. I mean, come on, Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen's better half.
The one that doesn't have AIDS.
Yeah, and the one who actually is winning, or at least was. Because I don't know what Emilio Estevez is doing
I was
anymore.
gonna say, yeah, I have no idea what he's up to. Last time I saw him was 2.5 Men, and he died, and that would have been, probably 15 years ago or more.
Yeah.
Like long time ago. He was all chunky. What is he up to? Let's have a look. Because I feel like if he was doing stuff, he probably would have seen at least something pop up.
Last I heard, he decided to focus on being a director. Emilio Estevez. First fucking result. Okay. He's 63 years old. All right. What has he been doing?
He was
Oh,
a regular on the Disney Plus Mighty Ducks TV show from 2021 to 22.
yeah. He Mighty Ducks Game Changers. He did 10 episodes. And he is also in Young Guns 3, Dead or Alive, and The Way Chapter 2. That's his acting credits. He's directing Young Guns 3 and The Way Chapter 2. He's directing those.
2008, he was in 2.5 Men, so 17 years ago. Was the
Damn,
last time I saw him in anything.
that long ago?
Yeah.
I don't want to ever think about that.
What? How long ago it was, or two and a
Yeah,
half
how
men?
long ago it was, because that makes me feel old.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, oh
Yeah.
shit. It was
2008 was
half my
17
life
years
ago.
ago. Holy shit.
Yeah. God damn.
So people that were born in 2008 are now old enough to get their driver's license.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how it works in the Outback, but
Here you would be still on like a loaner's permit. You get your, wow. Yeah, you get your like sort of license when you're 18, and then there's still like a probationary period, but
yeah, well here you can be 16 and get your license.
which is, yeah, I mean, I don't really see the difference 2 years makes. As long as you've got, as long as you're not an idiot, you get,
Yeah,
taught correctly.
yeah.
Although being an idiot doesn't really seem to matter. You get a lot of those out there.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, yesterday when I went with my grandfather for his birthday, we had a semi-truck driver that was a moron. Almost blocked both sides of the road, both oncoming and the other side.
How do you manage that?
He was trying to turn around because he didn't know where he was going.
Oh, and just no space to turn around.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. I find there's some of the more aggressive drivers too, which is like even bus drivers. I don't know if you get that there, but it's just like you realize how big the vehicle you're driving is, right? It's going to take you longer to slow down, so maybe don't tailgate people and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's bad enough in a car, but it's like if someone's dying here, it's going to be me. You'll be
Yeah,
fine. You're a
yeah,
fucking giant thing, but I'm going to get just crumpled into nothing,
yeah,
crushed.
absolutely. But, I mean, fortunately, the truck didn't hit anybody. Just bumped up over some curbs, and then as he drove past me, he just waved, and then he kept on driving down the rest of the road. And I
Was,
kind of
was it
said to him through my window, going, "Idiot."
was it one of those like sort of a wave when someone like really fucks up and he's like, oh, it's like sorry. He's like, you cunt.
He
I
actually
hate you.
lifted up both of his arms and was waving with both of his hands.
Oh, that's good. He's
I
worse
don't
than
really
Jim.
know what he was doing.
I don't think he did either,
Yeah, I
from what
really
I
don't think he
have
did.
just learned. Oh, God.
But there's no shortage of stupid people.
Yeah, and thankfully some of them are in charge of, well, in their hands, giant death machines.
Mm-hmm.
It's comforting, isn't it? Truly comforting.
All right.
Oh,
So,
boy.
all right. So, one thing I wanted to bring up
Yeah.
is when we do get the chance to watch Predator Killer of Killers,
hmm
do we just want to cover that movie, or do we want to cover all of the Predator movies?
I'd be cool with that. Like, yeah, the only one I've seen even somewhat recently is Prey. Well,
I,
actually,
I
no, I
saw
think I
I
watched.
saw that one. I saw
I
that one,
watched.
and I loved Prey. That was a great
It
movie.
was great. Did you watch it in English or the one with the subtitles?
I saw it in English, but I kind of want to go back and watch it with the subtitles.
Yeah, like I don't know what it's like in English, but I watched it, with the I can't remember what dialect it was. One Native American language. I just
I
can't
think it
remember
was
which one
Comanche.
exactly.
I think it was
I think so,
Comanche.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I liked it that way.
Yeah.
And not too long before that, I saw the Predator movie that came out before that. I think it was The Predator. I think.
Yeah, The Predator.
I think Predator. You got Predator, Predator Two, Predator. Predators, I think was the Robert Rodriguez one.
No. Predators came out after Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, but that was Robert Rodriguez, right? I'm just thinking of like mainline ones, not the not the
Oh,
crossover.
yeah. Yeah, Predators, I think, was Robert Rodriguez. I think it
Had like
was.
Walton Goggins and
Yeah,
Lawrence Fishburne and stuff in it. Danny Trejo briefly.
yeah. Lawrence Fishburne, briefly.
I don't think either that or the next one were overly well received, but I liked them.
Yeah,
Only
I
one I've
liked
seen,
Predators. I thought Predators was good.
yeah, the only one I've seen I didn't like so far was Alien versus Predator 2.
Alien versus Predator Requiem. I fucking hate
Yeah.
that movie.
I didn't like it the first time. Thought I'd give it another shot when I did like a watch through of the Alien movies and got to it. I got like maybe 20 minutes, half an hour in. I was just like, fuck this movie. Stinks.
I tried to watch that movie in the theater. I had to walk out of said theater because it was like staring into a black blank screen. Whoever handled the lighting of that movie should be fired.
Yeah, it's just in pretty much every possible way, just no good. Yes, Stone.
Oh, no, actually, I was.
All right.
Well, okay.
But yeah, I don't think people particularly liked Alien versus Predator either, but I enjoyed that. I thought it was fine.
I thought it was a fun movie. I did.
I thought it
I liked
fit
it.
well, like visually and everything. I thought it all fit in pretty well with the rest.
I also
And
liked how they integrated Wayland into the movie.
that was good.
Yeah.
What are we talking about, guys?
We're talking about the Predator movies. Possible discussion incoming talking about the Predator. Yeah, the Predator movies.
So that new one just came out. It's like 3D animated, right? Or is it a mix? I feel like I saw some 3D-ness.
3D animated, yeah. It's
Yeah,
you know the League of Legends Arcane show on Netflix, right?
I know of it. Yeah.
It's basically the same animation style.
Okay. So that's sort of like it's kind of 2D, but with like 3D sort of worked in there. Sort of like in Futurama when they would do the shots of the ship and stuff like that.
Kind of.
So I do like that. It still feels like, traditional animation, just with depth.
Yeah, but I mean, I saw like clips of Killer on YouTube, And the only thing that has me concerned is that the frames of the animation seem a bit choppy. That's it.
Yeah, almost a bit like it's 20 FPS or something.
Something like that, yeah. That's the only thing that has me a little concerned. But maybe they improved it when they released it, so I'll watch
Yeah.
it.
Real quick, on a sidebar, I wanted to ask,
Uh-huh.
and maybe this one might be, well, you could, I mean, really, you could answer to that. Really, I mean, it's not something you have to see, but what did you think about the dick shooting part of the finale there?
I think it was not too good, bitch. That's what I think.
I agree.
Listen, we got to take a quick pause because I got to go and I only have 1 second, but Damian will kill me if he doesn't get this moment. Damian, full screen yourself, please.
Me?
Yeah, you, Damian.
What the hell's going on right now?
Forgot about another guy. I have an Australian aunt. Okay. Telecommuting. There's get him, Damian. That's
I
Damian.
can't see
Let's
get him
get
because
him.
I'm taking up the whole screen. Hey, get
Hold
him.
on, I made it. What'd you say?
I can't see nothing because I'm the whole screen.
Oh, okay. I made him go full screen. Anyway, then unscreen yourself. I just wanted to show him the studio before I left. I forgot about him. I was so nervous.
Of course you did. I fucking
So
knew
here you
you
go.
would.
Now full screen me, idiot, so that the other guys could
That's
see.
what I was going to do the first time.
Well, then do that.
I did it.
Come on, look. Here, let's just do this. You ready for the tour?
You like you're ready to catch the,
There's your tour.
you like ready to catch the great whale.
And now in this room, so you have Walt Flanagan back there. Do you see it?
I just see a big fat head.
You see it? We're in the Tell 'em Steve Dave studio now.
I see the things a lot.
If you hear back there's a crank 5, I'm sure you can see him.
Yeah, I can see so
There's the
much.
felt right there. There's the felt. You see it? Let's go Toho the movie.
God damn this man.
And that's your tour. Now, was that a good tour?
Yeah, it was.
We're now leaving the studio. All right, Damian, I'll let you see it for real. Here you go.
Thank you.
Charles, now's your chance. You say all your terrible. See, it'd be good.
Yeah, it generally seems bigger than I expected.
I was gonna make a penis joke, but I don't like being places. You know, we'll
So you're
also
gonna go
see some.
put out a fire and become a hero?
Yeah, you know how I do. Hold up. There's the yarn lady, the infamous yarn store. Damian knows all about this. Like, oops, I'm going down a dead end. And there's a Coast Guard here. Oh, I seem to have gone back. This is uncomfortable. I have seemed to have made a circle and have gotten lost. Guys, this is very uncomfortable.
It's lost in the hallways of Airport Plaza.
So should I make a left again or what should I do? I don't know where to go.
Go up.
You're gonna see two girls show up in front of a hallway door. They're gonna
I'm
say,
not.
"Come play with us, Jim, forever and ever."
I'm not.
What you're
This
going to
is
want
telling
to do is
Steve
get your
Day
little
town.
tricycle out and get the fuck out of there.
There's no girls here.
I'm just Shining reference.
The only thing that would have made it even more perfect, he was like, "Don't you be talking about my mama."
Yeah, that too.
Well, I got a picture with Walt Flanagan and Frank Five, a few pictures. I took a few pictures of things. I took a picture of a wild Get-'em at his desk. Neat stickers, and that seems to be it. And now we're outside and it's raining. There's the KFC, Damian. There it is, the KFC. And if you look down the road, it's Fantasies. I passed it on the way in. These are things, Charles and Stone, that only Damian is going to appreciate as much as me. Oh, and in a second, we're going to pass Get-'em's liquor store.
Where he gets his
There-
natty lights.
There was a mention of Jersey Coin, also of the bagel shop at points there, but they're lesser lore important. Now I'm going to the main event. Well, I think the theater thing tonight is the main event personally, but they call this thing the main event. Trivia, raffle, other stuff, all Tell 'em Steve Dave related. Now, Damian, you might want to leave and shut down the show for that and just fucking play the trivia and such. You never know. I think nope, that's a salon. Maybe you can actually play the trivia from Australia. There's the Airport Lounge Bar and Liquors that Walt has complained about many times. And there's the motor vehicle. So we have toured Airport Plaza. We looked at. It's raining. We looked at people inside of the studio. We looked at the walls of the studio and the things therein. I think this was a success.
Thumbs up. You can't see it, but thumbs up.
I did all that driving just so you guys could have that.
Now the crotch shot.
You know?
That was vulgar. We can't
What
put that on
happened?
YouTube.
Look
Yeah, that's
upon that
vulgar.
man. You saw that man? I showed him to you. Now that is what all this driving was all about.
Showing us that man.
That man's. You can take me off the big screen now,
I'm
asshole.
doing it. Jesus. This fucking guy.
I am so queer. Oh my God. Before I brought you guys in, and I made a fool of myself. I
What'd you
touched
say?
Walt. I told Walt to get away from his
chair.
chair so I could touch it. I said, he went to shake my hand. And I said, no, excuse me. I need to touch the chair. And then I fist bumped him. I wouldn't.
That's one way to make an
Wait
intro.
a minute. Walt Flanagan was in there?
Yeah, you just saw Walt Flanagan. I told Get him what you said.
And what did Walt say?
No, I didn't tell Walt. I just told Get him. And Get him said,
Yeah.
Oh.
That tracks.
Oh.
That's literally what he said.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
What I wanted to do was show up there and have you tell me all those bad things again about Walt Flanagan. And then I wanted to go, oh, hold on, someone's there. Hey, how you doing, sir? And then turn the camera and he would go, not too good, bitch, and then leave.
So that was the plan. We're waiting days for you to tell me.
Say, tell him, Steve, Dave, and then leave.
But instead, you just had to touch the chair.
I had to touch the chair. I sat in Q's chair. I sat down. Well, I could have sat down there and like chatted with them. He was being very inviting because like Fred Five's my neighbor, and fucking Walt tried to get. Oh, I don't want to say this. Boy, oh boy, he'll be in trouble with Mrs. Five. I barely got any attention from Frank. Whoa, my God, there was like 18 hot women hanging all over him. All over 18.
Obviously.
What kind of music are they playing in New Jersey?
So now this guy Get Him thinks that there's this asshole, me, thinking that I hate them.
Well, he don't know that because we didn't get to do it, so it's fine. Holy hot cocks! It is so fucking hot. Wait, no, audio. Come on, go on my fucking telephone, off my phone.
That worked.
So
And
really
he's
quick,
gone.
what did you guys think about the dick shooting scene of the finale?
It was stupid. It was sort of like, yeah, what's the word? Yeah, it just felt stupid. Yeah, basically, that's best they got for it. Like I'm sure they were going for like, poetic justice,
Oh, because he was not a
some shit
rapist.
like that.
He wasn't a
No, he
rapist.
wasn't. But it's like, without his dick, he won't be able to. Even if he finds another woman, he wouldn't be able to satisfy her. And I don't know. It's just dumb.
Yeah, it was misplaced. I felt like it was a little misplaced, and all this. Everybody's lives got better when Joe was gone. It just.
I despise that part. That like everyone gets a fairy tale ending. Fucking bullshit. Including Kate, who, as far as I knew, spoilers, burned alive in a basement, and then all of a sudden she's got a bit of a burn on her arm, even though she was like dying, like pretty much dead on the floor of a basement in a bookshop that was all on fire. But no, she got out somehow. How? Yeah, somehow. With minimal burns, just a little bit. She has to wear long sleeves on one arm. Yeah.
Well, just like
All
a
right.
book. Well, just like a book. Sometimes there is foreshadowing. We should have saw that with the first girlfriend. We should have saw that. She survived. Then Marianne survived. And so we should have seen that.
Circumstances are a little different. Like, how the fuck did she get out of that basement?
Really, he thought he choked her out and buried her alive and buried her. Well, we was in bed, but I mean, even if she was buried alive, I mean, serious? Just saying. I mean, it's a lot of it's miraculous, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Just yeah.
So what you're saying is that season 5 was the worst season of this show.
Yes.
I mean, see, to say it as
pretty confidently say it.
To say it as violently as that.
No. I would say every season of this show was the worst season.
But you would say that.
Yeah, I can definitely see that
Shadow and Bone. Shadow and Bone can rip off the Red Wedding, and you just like I'm sorry.
Hey,
they rip off the Red Wedding, and we just come really we're stuck on this.
I recognize that Shadow and Bone was bad, even though I did get some semblance of enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, you got to see You got to see a supposed younger version of Game of Thrones with magic, by the way, with magic and warlocks. And
that's not what I got out of that show. It was just some typical young adult type thing out of it.
With magic and no matter.
Yeah, we're not going down a tirade about Shadow and Bone, but
Was it the brittle bones?
Jesus, yeah.
Stone's 3-word review.
It was just, man, I'm sorry. Like I said, the only thing that kept me captivated were the crows. That's the only thing that kept me interested in watching to see what happens to the crows. That was it. And if they could have a crow spinoff, see, it would have been so great if they would have had a crows spinoff. That would have saved that, in my opinion. But I also I have to say, as far as like main characters that show, again, that's another show. It's another piece of Netflix content that likes to show, okay, if there's going to be a black man, he's likely going to be gay. Like I had to do my work and piece it together to where I was like, okay, there's this, I forget the name of this Netflix movie where it's like these couples, like 3 of them, they always go on this trip or whatever together. But like one of the couples is divorcing. And then I was kind of wondering, like, okay, but then when I looked at one of the, I guess, advertising sort of posters for that movie, it definitely showed the 2 male and female couple, sitting together as couples. But then there was Steve Carell on one side of these 2 couples and Domingo Coleman on the other side, which kind of led me to believe that they were the married couple that's divorcing. Then I was like, oh.
Like, I see what you did, you sneaky fucks.
I was like, oh, okay. They just kind of like doing this, That's when I was starting to realize it. And like say over 5 seasons of You, I've seen it. And then this, I mean, like I said, the other joint is coming up or should be out now. Seen it. So I'm just like, what is that about, really? That's
like
what
you could just chalk it up to lazy writing, but it's that's definitely part of it, but it's not just that.
No, I mean it's this thing of like, I don't know, everything is regime change to me, and that's weird. Everything is like regime change, where it's like, now we have the power to do this, and it's like, but the argument wasn't built on that, honestly. The argument was built on representation, that you're not being represented. And so to have someone else, be the quote unquote representation for both parties. And then and if you're not good with that, then somehow you're against, so you're against the LGBTQIA plus minus up down select
The alphabet
start
people.
select start.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Look, if that's good, I hope that doesn't get us demonetized.
Yeah. I
It
think
was,
it's fine. There was no slows in there.
and I think I did get it overall right. I just added a few pluses and minuses and video game references to it. You know what I'm saying? That's just it.
Which, I mean, I feel like they would get, they would get more people, I believe, if they're a little more creative like that. Or they'd make more people angry. I'm not sure. It could be a double-edged sword there.
But I will say this about the critically acclaimed Netflix show You. After a while, you did feel yourself. I did, like I said, I blame partially myself because I started to follow along. Not so much root for him, but just seeing like, could he evolve, or is it that he really just wanted to be this? And I guess he thought with Kate that he could be this. And I mean, would it be fair to say that she fooled him, manipulated him for purposes, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, like he just seemed generally dumber.
But I mean,
like he was never a super genius or anything. Like he was never, like the perfect killer or anything like that. But I feel they made him just generally just kind of stupid this season.
Well, I mean, see, we can say that now because the way he got his ass kicked, you know what I'm saying, by that evil twin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's easy for us to say that now. You know what I'm saying? We might have thought that he was more efficient. But then, like I said, it's nothing like seeing him getting his ass kicked by this, you know what I'm saying, by this bitchy blonde it was view changing. Let's just say that. But I mean, yeah, with Bronte, sure. But I think I at least was willing to say that I actually believed. I feel like he believed that maybe she was. I mean, especially when she, you know what I'm saying, greenlit the hit on old Tex, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. Was it Bob actually? But I mean, forgive me, but
I think it was Bob or something.
But yeah, he looked like a Tex. I ain't want to immediately go to Boss Hog. You know what I'm saying? everybody in the cowboy hat, we ain't got to be that.
No, but you can see it from there.
Mr. Dutton. You know what I'm saying? Like what Mr. Dutton want to be. You know what I'm saying? I guess I don't know, but But I would definitely say with her green lighting the hit, I would feel like it would be easy to understand that he would believe that maybe she was embracing him more, and I think that's also what stems back to his mother, the embracing them. You know what I'm saying? Like she was the one who first coaxed him to kill.
It's like, I appreciate that part of you when it serves me, but otherwise it's disgusting and horrible, and how dare you?
Well, yeah, that happens over and over. So, even with, but see, not really so much with love. It was almost like he had to kill her. I mean, do you feel like that?
Oh yeah, if he didn't kill her, she was definitely going to kill him. That was there was no way out of that.
Just want to make sure I just wasn't I wasn't looking at this from a messed up lens. You know what I'm saying? Everything like that. So, but real quick, as I'm getting weird eyes here.
Yeah, we can wrap up in a minute. But 20 minutes past when you said you had to be out anyway, so.
Yeah, but I would say I would have really said that maybe, like I said, that maybe if anything could have extended this, it would have been a trial of the century type situation. You know what I'm saying, with the season. But other than that, I just don't see any other way out of this, I guess.
Even just more of an episode for the trial, like just an episode instead of it being maybe a minute and a half or less, and they didn't show anything. It was just the results and
but it's just
news coverage.
But I think for me, it's just the abrupt decision that no one will be happy all of a sudden seeing Joe get out of this time. I guess that was the thing that kind of caught me off guard more than anything. Because it seemed like I'm one of the ones that the skeptical ones that had to kind of get on board with the psyche of a guy who was clearly unwell. You could see that within the first season. You know what I'm saying? If hopefully, if it took two, but hopefully you would have seen that within the first season or so. But I don't know. Like I said, it was just funny to see how all of a sudden it just shifted so quickly to nobody wants to see Joe get out of this. It was the whole time feeling like he was this despicable killer. You know what I'm saying? That just wasn't the energy that was being given off. I mean, at least that. I mean, okay.
No, that's what I meant earlier. Like when I said I feel like they just stripped away as much likability as possible, and not even in a natural way. It was just like, yeah, as I said, he's kind of dumb now. Like he gets tricked a lot easier, and he's just the most hateable person possible.
I mean, I don't know. It was, you know what I'm saying, when everybody's playing with secrets, you know what I'm saying, that's it's hardest to hate with that. But you know what I'm saying, I don't know. Like I said, when I don't find out how you gave somebody cancer, that gives pause. But
Exactly. Like you got all these people around him that are also pieces of shit, but they sort of shine a light on them. Like, yeah, they're not so bad compared to this Joe guy. Like they're all pieces of shit in their own different ways.
yeah,
Especially the lady who gave kids cancer just because she wanted to impress daddy.
yeah. So I mean, to say violently the worst, but I mean, like I said, it was definitely a letdown. It wasn't X-Files level, but it was. I still feel a letdown. So I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
And with that, I'll just make my close. I mean, I enjoyed the show overall, but I just think that overall, just a little bit of a letdown.
I would say I liked more than I didn't about the overall show.
All right. Well, I enjoyed you guys as usual. This definitely rushing off is not about you guys. It's about a extraordinary event that's happening.
Soon enough,
Yeah,
you're gonna.
well,
When does the party actually start?
Soon, very soon.
Just gonna be chaos. Enjoy that.
All right, guys.
All right.
All right.
This has been TEE TV for this week. Next time we'll be back with things, possibly Predator, the new Predator, and others, possibly other things. We'll figure that out.
Yeah,
Over the
we'll figure
weekend
it
for
out.
sure. Peace, two fingers, folks.
Yep. Take it easy, everyone.
Bye.